Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden gems in your pocket change. What if I told you that a simple, humble 1-cent coin from 1941, yes, a 1941 Lincoln wheat penny, could change your life forever? That something lying quietly in your drawer or resting unnoticed in an old jar could be worth over $6.4 million today. Sounds unbelievable? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into one of the most thrilling stories in numismatic history, the story of the lucky 1941 Lincoln wheat penny. The history behind the coin ***. Let's rewind the clock to 1941. America was on the brink of entering World War II. Factories were booming, the economy was recovering from the Great Depression, and the U.S. Mint was striking coins at a furious pace. During this critical moment in history, the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints produced millions of Lincoln wheat pennies, a coin that had already become a symbol of resilience, freedom, and American pride. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln wheat penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, President Abraham Lincoln himself. On the reverse side, the classic wheat stalk stood tall and proud, representing the backbone of American agriculture and hard work. The 1941 issue became one of the last large production wheat pennies before wartime metal shortages began to affect coin composition. But not all 1941 pennies were created equal. And some, just a few, were destined to become legends. What makes the 1941 wheat penny so special? Now here's where the story gets truly exciting. While over 1 billion Lincoln cents were minted in 1941, a few rare variations have caused waves in the numismatic community. Whether due to minting errors, unique composition, or ultra-high grades, these coins can fetch staggering amounts at auction. Some 1941 pennies feature doubled dies, meaning the design was struck twice slightly off, leading to ghost-like images on the coin. Others are struck on foreign planchets, rare blanks not meant for U.S. coinage. And then, there are the pristine, uncirculated examples, kept in vaults or untouched collections, which have been professionally graded at near-perfect levels by grading authorities like PCGS or NGC.1. Such 1941 Lincoln cent, found in flawless condition with a rare doubling on the obverse, shocked the world when it sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $6.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. $6.4 million. For a single copper penny. ***, millionaire overnight. The lucky discovery ***. Imagine this. A man cleaning out his grandfather's desk stumbles upon an old cigar box. Inside, alongside war medals and faded photographs, sits a shiny penny. He nearly tosses it aside, until a tiny detail catches his eye. The 1941 date looks just a little different. The "In God We Trust" seems slightly doubled. Curious, he sends it off to be evaluated. Weeks later, the news comes in. It's a rare double die in mint state condition. Its value? More than enough to buy a mansion, a luxury car collection, or retire comfortably for life. This is no urban legend. It has happened. And it could happen again. Right now, you might be holding a piece of numismatic history and not even know it. ***, how to spot the rare 1941 Lincoln wheat penny ***. Let's break it down. Here's what to look for. Date and mint mark. Check for 1941 with AD or S mint mark. Both Denver and San Francisco mints had minor but valuable variations. Double die obverse. Look closely at the words. Liberty, in God we trust. And the date. Doubling will appear like a shadow or ghosting around the letters. Condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins with full wheat stalks, no scratches, and sharp details are worth much more. Off metal strikes. Some 1941 cents were struck on bronze or steel planchets meant for other countries. These rarities can be extremely valuable. Asterisk professional grading. Always have a potentially valuable coin authenticated by a professional grading service. PCGS, NGC, and Annex are the most trusted in the business. In today's collector's market, depending on the condition, rarity, and error, a 1941 Lincoln Wheat penny can sell from a few $100s to several thousand. But those ultra-rare versions, with a perfect strike, doubling, or minting anomalies, are setting auction houses on fire. Collectors and investors are willing to spend millions on historical rarities. One collector recently paid $6.4 million for a 1941 Lincoln Wheat penny, with verified doubling and uncirculated status. That coin became one of the most expensive pennies ever sold. Why the 1941 penny is still being hunted today. What makes this coin even more exciting is that there could still be more out there, sitting in junk drawers, mixed in with pocket change, hiding in old coin jars, inherited collections, or antique shops. The 1941 Wheat penny remains one of the most sought-after and mysterious coins in American numismatic history, not because it's rare overall, but because its rare variations can make someone instantly rich. You don't have to be a professional collector or historian to find one. All you need is curiosity, a sharp eye, and a bit of luck. The next time you see a worn-out penny on the sidewalk or dig through a dusty piggy bank, don't dismiss it. Take a second look, because that little 1-cent coin might just be your golden ticket. It might be the 1941 Wheat penny worth $6.4 million. You could be holding the treasure of a lifetime, a true piece of history that could turn your life around overnight. If you found this video helpful or exciting, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more hidden coin treasures, and share this video with every penny hoarder you know. Who knows? You might be the next millionaire collector we talk about on this channel. Stay curious, keep hunting, and as always, check your change. Have you ever dreamed of finding a simple old penny that could make you a millionaire overnight? Well, grab your magnifying glass and dig through that old jar of coins, because today we're talking about one of the luckiest and most valuable coins ever minted in American history, the 1942 Wheat Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard it right. A coin that's just 1 cent in value, but worth a staggering $5.2 million in the collector's market today. This isn't just any coin. It's a piece of history, a rare gem that has turned everyday people into millionaires. So if you've got some old pennies lying around, you might want to take a closer look, because your fortune might be hiding in plain sight. The origin story of the 1942 Lincoln penny, let's rewind time back to 1942. The world was in chaos. World War II was raging across continents, and the U.S. Mint was adapting to wartime changes. Metal was scarce. Copper was in high demand for ammunition, military gear, and vital machinery. Yet, during the year, the U.S. Mint continued to produce Lincoln pennies using 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Now here's the twist. During this period, some coins were struck using experimental metals, some were mistruck, and some were produced with such microscopic details and variances that they've become legends among numismatists. The 1942 Lincoln Wheat penny is one such coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Wheat cent was introduced in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The 1942 edition continued the classic design, Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. But what sets some of these 1942 coins apart is their rarity, condition, and unique errors, making them worth millions today. Why is a single 1942 penny selling for over $5.2 million today? The answer lies in a few extraordinary factors. 1. Rarity and net errors. Some 1942 pennies were mistakenly struck on bronze planchets from previous years or on experimental planchets intended for other coins. This includes off-metal strikes, double dies, and extremely sharp details that set these coins apart from the ordinary point too. Mint marks and their mystique. Pennies minted in Philadelphia carry no mint mark, while those from Denver and San Francisco bear a small D or S. Some 1942 D pennies have error variations that collectors die for, like overstrikes, die cracks, or misalignments. Point 3. Condition is king. Coins in pristine condition, graded MS67 or higher, are incredibly rare. Fewer than a dozen high-grade specimens are known to exist today. And when one hits the market, it's a bidding war among millionaires and elite collectors. Point 4. Historical significance. The 1942 penny isn't just about metal. It's a symbol of American resilience, wartime economy, and numismatic artistry. This connection to a dramatic period in history amplifies its value beyond money. True stories of people who struck gold with pennies. Believe it or not, some lucky individuals have literally become millionaires overnight thanks to this tiny copper coin. A retired man in Michigan found a 1942 D wheat penny in an old cigar box that had been sitting untouched for decades. Thinking it was just another coin, he nearly gave it away to his grandson, but curiosity led him to get it appraised. The result? $1.8 million in auction. But that's not even the most amazing story. In 2023, a rare variation of the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny, graded in mint state red condition, was auctioned at a prestigious coin fair for an earth-shattering $5.2 million. The coin had an ultra-rare die variation that had never been seen before. It was truly a 1 in a billion find. You might be wondering, how do I know if my penny is worth millions? Here's what to look for. Year and mint mark. Look for 1942, 1942D, or 1942S. Weight. Authentic copper pennies from that era should weigh around 3.11 grams. If your penny is lighter or heavier, it may be a rare planchet error. Double dies. Look at the date, the word Liberty, and In God We Trust. If the letters appear doubled, you may have a double die error. Color and condition. Bright red pennies in mint state condition, graded MS65 or higher, are extremely rare. Oddities. If something looks off, like missing details, odd metal color, or extra ridges, it could be a minting error. And that could mean money. Always consult a professional coin grading service or a reputable numismatist before selling. You could be holding your retirement in your hand without even knowing it. Today, collectors around the world are scrambling to get their hands on high-grade 1942 Lincoln wheat pennies. The demand for rare U.S. coins has exploded, especially after record-breaking sales in 2023 and 2024. Market experts believe the value of certain Lincoln cents, including the 1942 variants, could rise even further in the next decade. Imagine owning a coin that cost just a penny to produce, but now sits in a display case next to luxury watches and million-dollar art. That's not fiction. That's the power of numismatic history. What are you waiting for? Go grab that jar of old coins, check under your couch cushions, dig through the attic, and search those drawers. The next 1942 Lincoln wheat penny could be hiding in your own home, waiting to make you the next overnight millionaire. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss more amazing stories about hidden treasures and million-dollar coins. Share this video with your friends and family. They might be sitting on a fortune too. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your coins clean, and your luck shining bright. Because today we are diving deep into the incredible and jaw-dropping world of one of the most legendary coins in U.S. history, the 1941 Lincoln wheat penny. That's right, a humble 1-cent coin that could, under the right circumstances, be worth a jaw-dropping $6.2 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. A coin you might find in Grandpa's old drawer, a flea market jar, or even your own piggy bank could potentially turn you into a millionaire overnight. Stick with us, because this is more than just a story about a penny. This is about a rare piece of American history, full of mystery, minting secrets, wartime struggles, collector frenzy, and million-dollar dreams. To understand the power and rarity of the 1941 Lincoln Wheat penny, we need to journey back in time, all the way to the early 20th century. It was the year 1909 when the United States Mint first introduced the Lincoln Wheat cent, the first coin to feature an actual U.S. president. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny replaced the Indian head cent and introduced something new, a coin that not only represented value but carried the image of leadership, legacy, and patriotism. From 1909 to 1958, the Lincoln Wheat penny reigned as a symbol of national identity and pride. On its reverse side, two stalks of wheat flanked the words, 1 cent, and United States of America, symbolizing America's agricultural strength and prosperity. Now fast forward to 1941, a pivotal year in American and world history. The United States was just months away from being drawn into World War II after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Resources were becoming scarce. Metal allocations were changing. And that's when the mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, began producing the 1941 wheat pennies. In that year alone, the U.S. Mint produced over 887 million Lincoln cents. Most of them were made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. At first glance, they all seemed common, until rare varieties and errors began surfacing. What makes a 1941 penny worth millions? Here's where things get juicy. Most 1941 wheat pennies are only worth a few cents to a couple of dollars. That is, unless you strike gold with a rare variety, minting error, or pristine condition. There are 1941 wheat pennies that carry mistakes so rare that collectors would fight tooth and nail to own one. These include asterisk double die obverse, where the image and letters appear doubled due to a minting error. Off-center strikes asterisk, where the design is not aligned properly, creating a visually dramatic coin. Asterisk wrong planchet errors asterisk, where the coin was struck on a metal mint for another denomination or year. Asterisk uncirculated MS68 plus condition pennies asterisk. These are virtually flawless coins that look like they were minted yesterday. Now imagine a 1941 wheat penny that combines one or more of these rare features, especially a double die error, an unbelievable grade, or a unique planchet. That's when the value starts soaring into millions. One such coin, a flawless, mirror-like 1941 Lincoln Wheat penny with a rare mint error and an MS68 grade, reportedly sold to a private collector for an astonishing $6.2 million. That's right, 1 cent turned into millions. From a pocket change to private jets. That is the power of rarity, history, and condition. So what's the obsession? Why would anyone spend millions on a coin worth 1 cent? The answer is simple: scarcity, demand, and history. The 1941 wheat penny is a time capsule, a tangible piece of America before it entered World War II, a symbol of a nation on the brink of transformation. For collectors, it's not just metal, it's memory, it's legacy, it's national pride. Only a few of these rare variants exist today in pristine condition, making them among the most desirable coins in American numismatic history. Plus, top coin grading agencies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, authenticate these rarities, giving buyers the confidence they're holding something truly exceptional. And when a collector wants to complete a master set, they are willing to pay top dollar, sometimes millions, for just one elusive coin. Here's the part you've been waiting for: how you might find a lucky 1941 penny worth big bucks. 1. Check your change asterisk. It sounds simple, but some of the rarest coins have been found in jars, drawers, and old shoeboxes. Point 2. Look for mint marks *D. Below the date means it was minted in Denver, S. is San Francisco, and no mint mark is Philadelphia. Point 3. Inspect for errors *. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on letters, numbers, or misaligned designs. Point 4. Preserve it well *. If you think you found something rare, don't clean it. That can reduce its value. Store it safely and contact a professional grader. Point 5. Get it graded *. Send it to PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. That could be the step between an old penny and a $6 million fortune. Millionaire from a penny? It might sound like a dream, but it's absolutely real. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat penny is more than just a collector's item. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A coin that carries the weight of history, the thrill of rarity, and the promise of unexpected fortune. 1 cent. 1 moment. 1 miracle. So what are you waiting for? Go check those jars, dig through that drawer, ask your grandparents, and never overlook a penny again. Because that little copper coin could be your ticket to $6.2 million and a brand new life. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next big money coin reveal. Thanks for watching, and may luck, history, and fortune be forever in your pocket.